Hi, it's Holy Week, and I want you to have a blessed week. I'm going to read another excerpt from Your Mouth to God's Ear by myself, Sharon Davis. This chapter is entitled "The Seat at the Table." She should have listened to her guilt. Her grandmother had simply summed it up with, "Don't let a man tell you twice he don't want you." She still hadn't told her girls what was going on. They were used to her business excursions and the fact that she was pursuing her business expertise in financial areas dictated out of town business meetings. What would Kika, the proponent of liberal thought, think? She knew that Gladys had issues with him from the start and was always murmuring, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Lofa had actually liked her husband and been supportive from the start. She threw the bachelorette party that almost got out of hand. The girls would be flabbergasted, and she didn't know how to process it herself in order to present it to them. She was seated for lunch in one of the quieter dining rooms. She scanned for her friend, Chef Kathleen, whose hearty disposition made her always feel welcome. They would exchange pleasantries, and though she was a tiny woman with a big Asian accent, her voice always made Leslie think of her girlfriends in Chicago. Les knew that her aspirations were to open her own restaurant. She found the anecdotes hilarious of the trials of keeping her daughter in college and now about being a single mother was not all it cracked up to be. Her baby daddy exploits were funny, and she amused with her parody of his excuses on why he wasn't current with his child support. "Checking the mail my ass," she hissed with her accent and stridency. Les often told her that she didn't know how she did it all, being a single mother. Well, doing what you're going to do, right? Well, what you gonna do, right? She sighed heavily after the vent and shrugged. It could be better. The ability to so effectively manage her life was commendable. And Les couldn't conceive of working and having a child to be responsible for at the same time. Coming back to reality, she sipped her bottled water and wondered again, where is my server? After having been seated at this beautifully clad damask and linen tablecloth for several long minutes. The service here was famous for its attention to detail and ratio of guests to attendance. She really could use a potent margarita about now. However, amid the bustling of the lunch crowd, she resolved to remain patient. Didn't want to be portrayed as an angry black woman, which had happened over her life, by the simple posing of a question or inquiry of a reason why. Too many times the neutrality of her expression would provoke a total stranger's admonishing, "Cheer up," and she would spend the remainder of her day wondering what she could have done to appease a total stranger, which did make her angry and vulnerable. She made a point of busying herself with the universal toy of millennials and Gen Zers as she hummed her iPod tune. Dreams are the sunshine of the mind. Her music selection was a way to encourage herself and remind herself to hold on to her dreams, and that as she'd recently heard on her favorite talk radio show, that dreams don't come true, but that dreams are true. That's a short excerpt for you. Don't forget to go to Amazon.com, From Your Mouth to God's Ear. Have a blessed Monday. Thank you.